This partwork has been supplied to me free of charge from Fanhome.com. Please pop along to their website and see all of the other build-up partworks that they have to offer, as well as other collections of collectible things. I would like to thank Fanhome for providing me with the partwork so I can produce these videos for your enjoyment and educational needs. If you'd like to build one of your own, pop along to fanhome.com. They're available in many countries worldwide. If you do want to build one, leave a note in the comments to let me know how you're getting on, and let me know how I'm getting on as well. I'd like feedback of all types. So thank you once more to Fanhome for providing me with this kit. I hope you enjoy the build. Let's get on with it. Hello, I'm Chris, this is Gross Models. Welcome to issue 67 of building the legendary Dodge Charger RT. This issue is a self-contained issue, so there's no other body parts available and used. We're going to be building the windscreen. But first of all, we're going to have a look through the magazine. In the world of Fast and Furious, we're looking at the return of Letty. If you haven't seen the films, it's a spoiler. She dies, but then she gets better and comes back. She didn't really die. So yeah, she was a fan favourite, so they brought her back. The Dodge Caliber is the car that we're looking at today. That looks like a normal car to me. Nothing special about that at all. It's quite nice looking, but still normal looking. There's a sports version in the little picture down there, which has an extra air vent on the front. But apart from that, it looks very similar. It's probably got better wheels. But yeah, the build, we're installing the windscreen. We're actually just installing the tape for the windscreen at the moment. There's several bits to go on the top, the bottom and the sides. And then later on, we'll be fitting the glass panel to it, plastic glass, but you know what I mean. In the Tuning Mania, today we're looking at Time Attack, which is a driving event organised, originally designed for production cars. So you take your own car along and you race against yourself, basically. It's like a time trial against your past performances, which is the ideal way of doing it, really, because you're not competing against other people, you're just competing against yourself and improving your own times. Obviously, you can tweak your car with aerodynamics and technical solutions, but yeah. Let's get on with the build and we'll see exactly what's happening. So these are the parts we have for this part of the build. We've got the windscreen, which is not being used yet, we'll put that aside, and the chrome surround for it, which is the bit that we're going to be doing. We're going to be adding these double-sided tape to it. They give us double what we need, basically. So there's plenty of room for mistakes, should you make them. Talking about mistakes, there seems to be a mistake in the magazine. They seem to show the top ones being on the bottom and the bottom ones being on the top, unless I'm reading it wrong. But I'm going to do it the way that it fits, basically, because they're obviously thinner and shorter and longer and wider, which will go, you know, at the top and the bottom respectively, as opposed to the way they've got them pictured in the picture-in-picture. I'm not entirely certain. So yeah, there we go. I'm going to start with the wider ones because it looks easier to do. I'd rather start with the easy ones rather than starting with the more difficult ones. So we're going to get this off. I'm going to try with a pair of tweezers to peel these off. And so obviously leaving half of them for if I make a mistake down the line. So let's get one of these curved ones off and see how that's going to go on. Not coming off as well as it should. That's not so good. Maybe tweezers aren't the way to go. Let me try with fingers rather than tweezers. That's better. There we go. I was peeling too deep. So let's do this all by hand then, shall we? So we're putting this across on the curved piece, obviously being careful not to get it on the outside, just on the inside where the glass is going to go. We've got one curved one to fit in there, just lovely. So if that was going to go across the top, it would be much too long. I don't understand. I may be reading it wrong, but that seems to be too short for there, and that's too long for there. So yeah, there we go. One of the straight pieces across the middle, just to hold the middle piece in place. Now, there seems to be quite a lot of tape used in this, more than there was on the rear window. I don't know, I mean, I think the front window is a little bit bigger, but I don't know, there seems to be more than is necessary. I assume if you get, you know, any messed up and missed, it's not going to be the end of the world. The ones in the middle could certainly be skipped, I would have thought. But as they give you plenty and spares, you can make sure you get it all in there securely. So that's the 3 across the bottom. Let's get 3 across the top as well. As I say, I'll keep the spare bits and bag them back up again, just in case I need them down the line when I come to fit the windscreen into this. I think it'll be okay, but it's always nice to have the spares anyway. So that's the end one. Let's get the middle one in the middle. It's the best place to put the middle one, funnily enough. There we go. And then finally on that top section, another curved one. Obviously curved in the other direction, so it's going to fit in there just nicely. Get that on there. About, and get that curved in a little bit more. That'll do the job. There we go. Right, and then we have two on each side to hold the sides in place. Again, you could probably do without all of those, but as they supply them and tell us to use them, I'm going to use them. So we put one across the top or the bottom. I can't. That's the top, isn't it? And another one across the bottom there. Basically, the entire edge is going to be supported and held in place there. We'll do the same, two of them on the other side. Level it up, match it all up, get it all working as it should. One across the top and one across the bottom. Eventually, if it comes off, there it is. There we go. We get there in the end. So there we have that one going across there. About lined up right. That will do. So that is that. The glass will obviously fit in just like that eventually, but not quite yet. We're leaving the tape on there and leaving that off to one side for a couple of weeks, I think. I think there's a couple of other things we're going to be building before we get to fit this together. So something to look forward to in the future. But that's that for now. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying the build as much as I'm enjoying building it. I shall see you very shortly for this or other builds. So thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you very, very shortly for more of this. Bye-bye for now.